Hey folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. Sorry about the reduced output of videos the last couple of days. I've been trying to finish this long video that I'm making on... Well, it's not a long video, sorry. It's a video about how to enjoy long strategy games like Shadow Empire. I think this is primarily going to be aimed at people who don't watch my Let's Plays, because you guys know, right? You watch me play. You're interested in these games. If you're interested enough in Shadow Empire that you'll watch somebody else play it for, 30 episodes, then you're probably going to be on board with what I'm saying. But it's basically a video really aimed at people who struggle to get into things like war games and, long fantasy games, or anything where there's quite a lot of, a lot of counters to push around. So this is a perfect example of a game that can get huge, with the order of battle. And so it's kind of aimed at teaching, not teaching people, but just giving some hints on how to do that. And it's quite obvious. It's kind of an obvious thing, but I think it bears... I was talking to Daz Tactic about it, right? And Daz is, I talk to him from time to time, and I was saying to him, I'm doing this video, here's what it's about. And I said, do you think it's a bit too obvious? And, just to kind of basically to tell people just to play slowly and more carefully. And he said, no. He goes, I think that it's important that you point these things out because not everybody knows this stuff. And he said that the times that he's taken the time to explain stuff that seems obvious to him, he notices that people really appreciate it. So I've gone ahead and done it anyway, and I think it's, it basically just examines it examines 3 games really, while talking about, games in general. And they're 3 quite complex games. Shadow Empire is one of them, the other one's Dominions, and the other one is a John Tiller war game. And, because I wanted to put a war game in there, because I think war games are one of these that I get people asking me from time to time, like, how do I get into war games? So I've just given you some, clues on how to do that. So yeah, that's why my video output's been a little bit slower recently. The other thing is that I'm trying to get back into my music, because I think if I burn out on video games, then that's just going to make it so that you're just not going to see videos very often, and I don't want to burn out. So I'm reducing the output a little bit. I was putting out like 5 or 6 videos a day at one point, and it was I can do that, but I need to balance my life out a little bit. The other thing is that as always, there's always a few bits and pieces in my personal life going on in the background that I've got to deal with as well. And today is no exception. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to the game. But I just thought I'd give you a quick channel update anyway, rather than record a separate video for it, because I know people. There are people who watch all my videos. Okay, let's have a look at what happened in the VidCon. Okay, we're still in this time of relative calm, but it's ending this turn, so we're going to end up with something worse. I don't know if you've noticed, but basically you'll get a good period, and then you'll get a negative one, then you'll get a positive one, then you get a negative one, and it cycles. Okay, nothing really happened this turn. Got a Hero of the Nation card. That's kind of interesting. The leader is chosen by one of your factions as the national hero. I think I've seen that one before. Okay, Heimdall Brine started an auction. I don't think we've got enough credits with what we've got to be able to win an auction. I think it was about 4. I can't remember what it was. It was about 12 or 14,000 last time. It's going to be more as well. So what we need to do is we need to make some money. Economic Council task priorities. I might put a little bit more into prospecting. Just drop it a little bit out of discovery, because we don't really need that at the moment, if I remember right. Yeah, we're researching, we're finding stuff pretty much as soon as it comes up. Discovery is possible. Okay, so there is a few things coming up, but we'll get there. Air Force Research Council task priorities. Let's just see if there's anything to actually discover in Air Forces now. No, there's nothing, and yeah, I just leave it as it is. No changes. Militia requires your attention. Do we want to increase militia at the cost of political points? Let's just see what we've got to do here first. Maritime Trading House is offering to buy industrial points in Maxia. Yeah, they want a lot of... Look, they're asking for 1,100... sorry, 1,700. Sorry, I don't know why. I just had a massive mental block there. 1,800 points. Yes, we probably should do this. We're going to get 1,600 credits.
Roger that.
Okay, so you'll see that was from the second SHQ. The game does change when you've got multiple SHQs. You can't just keep looking over here now. You kind of have to look over, here as well. Now you'll notice that, look, we got a whole bunch of industrial points. And we're actually losing some because of our maximum storage. Now, that's interesting, making so many. We're delivering 6,442 from zones. Where are they coming from? Look, because this Maxia itself is only producing 400, right? Now, industrial points delivered from zone to SHQ. Is that coming from Boulder? No, that's only 65. Where are all these industrial points coming from? They could be from service tax. No, because service tax is only giving us 200 in Amaxia, and it's giving us 35 in Boulder. So where is this 6,377? Who knows? I don't know where that's come from at all. Is it coming from here? Port Real? No. I ain't got a clue. I honestly cannot tell you what's going on there. I am very, very, very confused by that. We've still not got enough population looking Port Real. We're not got enough workers. I think we need to increase the wages actually in Port Real. I think I'm going to do that. Mind you, look, they're actually happy enough. I'm not sure really what to do here. Not really sure what to do. Okay, anyway, let's Red Bar. They want to buy industrial points from Red Bar. That's fine. Understood. Okay. Now, we need this. I wonder if we can trade for stuff. I don't think there's really anything we can sell. That's the only problem. The only thing that's worth anything really is the machines, and I don't want to sell those, and we got fuel, and I don't really want to sell that either. 900 fuel for 400 credits. Just doesn't feel like it's worth it. We could actually trade from the zone. Now the zone's got a bunch of rare metals we could sell, look. I don't know, I just don't think it's worth it. Let's just see what we can do. I'm going to put it up to... We need to keep ourselves a little cash. So let's get back to... Yeah, I don't know, 1,500, something like this. Yeah, because we also need some for the day-to-day running. Let's just see how much we're we're 117 in negative credits. It's a big problem, right, if you don't pay your staff. Big problem. So we've got to balance that out. I think we probably should keep... Oh, it's really hard to fine-tune this. I don't know if you can shift. We'll just do something like that. But I'll leave it at... Oh, you can't even hold it down. This system needs changing now. Now we've got to the point where the numbers are big enough that we need some fine tuning here. So the UI needs a bit of an update, I feel. Let's just bid nearly 15,000, so 14,900. Let's see if we can get that. I don't think we're going to win it. We never do, but we'll see. Protests against high income tax in halfway. We're just going to have to use autocracy.
Roger that.
Succeeded. And same in as well. We are kind of climbing into autocracy quite high. If I remember right. Oh no. No, we're only at 54. Now, higher autocracy doesn't really gain us a lot. The cards are kind of cool. But yeah, they're not great. They're not great. Pillage. Send in the army and military to take all food and credits we can find. That could be useful on certain maps, but I don't think it's going to be particularly useful here. We've got Assassinate Leader, which is kind of useful. Suppress Unrest I've never really used. So, I don't know about that one. I don't know how useful that one is. See if we can push these multi-crab things back. Yeah, they are multi-crabs. Awesome. them back into the sea. Get in the sea! Multi-crabs. Okay. We're going to have to keep some troops here just to ensure that the crabs don't come and take territory and then take it off us and give it to Cortez Union. Push in with these against these multi-crabs here.
Mission completed.
These the same kind of multi-crabs? I don't think they are they? It must be a different breed.
Mission completed.
Okay, we just destroyed them completely there. Guys back. Alright. Altona. Altona's starting to take more people from the population. The civilization's going up as well. It's metals we don't have, it's rare metals. Now, we are gaining some, but we're spending them on solar panels. What are we missing here then? Okay. We're just going to put this up this turn, I guess. Probably building too many things at once here. It looks like the airbase got what it needed. It's just the rares, isn't it? Let's just put that back up to 100% for the airbase. We should be able to get that up next turn then. Okay. Yeah, everything else looks alright. Oh yeah, militia. Do I want to spend 12 political points on militia? I do, because these guys like militia look, so let's do that. Okay, any stratagem cards we can play in our zones? You know, we could have played an emergency tax. I didn't think to do that. We've also got some of these industry cards that we could play. We'll get raise government. This one, raise fist, for example. I think we would probably want to put it up in Altona. The reason being is because Altona is going to be another SHQ. We need to get the quality of life up here. We need to kind of raise quality of life relatively evenly, though. That's the only thing I'd say. Like, it's extreme there, whereas in Red Bar, look, it's kind of, yeah, not great. But Red Bar's never going to grow, so we don't really need it to grow very high. We've got a garrison. You know, there's going to be a little bit of natural growth. We could always put if we ever find a cloning device, we could put a cloning device in there. That would be a good option. Yeah. So we're going to mine this out. Hopefully we'll find some artifacts here. That would be good if we could. So in that case, yeah, let's raise up. We want Altona, I think. Looks like health is the one we want to increase if we can. So this one.
Roger that.
Okay, so we got an enforcer waste disposal, and that's going to make health go up. Entertainment would be another one. Also, we could put light industry. Now, do they have light industry in Altona? Right, let's just check. Yes, they got a light industry 2. Going up to light industry 3 would be worthwhile. Are they actually building anything yet? They're building an oil well community. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, it isn't. No, we don't want them to build an oil well community. We want to construct that. So let's get that up. By the way, I forget who it was, but somebody in the comments was like, "Oh, by the way, you've got fuel," and I was like, "Ah, excellent. I didn't see that. Thank you very much for letting me know." So, why can't I get the oil drilling facility? Yeah, it's because they're already building up the private asset for it. Oh no, they've already got one here. Okay, we'll have to wait. We'll nationalize that though. Now we are actually getting 98 per turn from that anyway. But I want to nationalize it because look, this is level 9. It's easy to get out. We could raise this up really high quite fast and get that one through. Okay. Let's get the light industry up there then. Okay, so we upgraded the light industry to level 3. Now that's good because that gives them a industry bonus. Was there light industry in Maxia? Was that why we were getting that crazy amount of industry here? Did I send a bunch to Maxia from Port Royal? I don't remember if I did that or not. I don't think so. The other thing I need to check is just these contracts. Heimdall Bryan like us at the moment. Yeah, they've got 100. They're excellent. So, oh wow! Before I spent those political points, probably should have increase that contract. We'll do that next turn. Okay, I think that's all we can do this turn, folks. I'm going to roll it on. Okay, round 1-3-1. This is another thing I wanted to say to you, by the way, folks. I'm going to try to finish this quite quick. And I don't mean... What I mean by quick is... I'm going to try to focus on this series now to get it done, because there's a load of stuff that's come out in Shadow Empire that I really want to test, play, but I can't until I finish this. So I'm going to try to focus on this a little bit more than the other series now, I think, because I want to get it finished. And I don't know, like, this is going to be a long game, I think. Could be, you know, months. Our bid failed. Look, we're only... So we were about 1,000 off. Well, not even that, 700 credits off. Solarian State won that one. We might have to kill Solarian State. Like, but the problem is Heimdall Brine now they've got shares in Heimdall Brine. I don't know how many. I don't know how many of those they've got. We could try to just keep getting them to to dilute their shares, basically, Heimdall Brine. So there is a card that we can use to do that. Stock emission. Look, Maritime Trading House will offer 6 to 12 new shares, of which half could be auctioned off. MTH decides to issue more stock. Oh, the dilution. Yeah, so basically it means that the shares will be worth less, essentially, I guess. I don't really, like, I don't really know how that works. I'm going to assume that that's probably a bad thing all in all. Now, they've got 10 shares altogether. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, they've all been diluted. They've all been sold, sorry. Well, we think so. Yeah, you need to be a shareholder to know who's holding the other shares. So let's see if they sell any more. If they don't, then we'll play that card. Okay. Got some whales off the coast, look. Mini tetrapod. Mini tetrapod mungus. An aquatic sizable herbivore. It resembles a vertebrate analogue. Its chemistry is water carbon based and it's oxygen breathing. It's an aquatic solitary herbivore. Has the following feats: absorption. Hits on the critter often do not register if unmodified attack value is not higher than unmodified hit points. Okay. And swimmer 3. Up to 40% combat bonus in swamps and tundra per level. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's not very strong. It's just an interesting little creature. Hopefully, I don't think that one's going to be able to come onto the land. It might be able to. Is there any way of checking that? It says aquatic. Can move through sea hexes. Yeah, I'm going to assume that it can, because otherwise you've got no way of doing anything to it apart from hitting it with an airstrike. I mean, look, we could do an air recon on it, for example. Can you actually recon? Yeah, it looks like you can recon enemy territory. Oh, no, you can't. Can you? No, you can't. Like, we could recon here, for example.
Birds are in the sky.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot. Oh, we did actually find something here in Eisenberg. At non-line forces. Yeah, so we did get some recon points. Look, we got 90 recon points. Kind of interesting. So we can actually start to use our aircraft to do recon now. That's something that's worth bearing in mind. We probably want larger formations of aircraft, because 30 is probably just not going to be enough. Okay. Let's have a look at... Did we look at the vidcom? Yes, we did. Okay, we completed Rocket Launcher 2, and we've discovered Medium Aircraft 1 engine. We've also got the Order of Battle for the Mechanized Light Infantry Corps. And we discovered RPG Infantry. That's going to be good in the late game. We've got a decent card there with investment, and yeah, we failed that. Okay. Yeah, I was talking while we were doing that before. Policy speech. Where do we want to be? I think we want to try and get wealthy friends back. Now we could get try for the tax bonus, citizen loyalty both with enforcement. Sorry, citizen loyalty oath with tax benefit, a tax bonus of 100%. But it would be difficult to keep. and we'd probably lose, I forget which one it suppresses now. Yeah, that suppresses commerce. So yeah, that'll be difficult to keep up. Bureaucratic assets, we probably could make this one, you know, make this one work. I would actually quite like to get to logical thought again, because losing that was a bit of a pain. That said, the people loyalty bonus could be cool as well. And a Esprit de Corps might be useful later on. I think I'd rather go with Mind at the moment. Yeah, I think we'll go with Mind. We'll just have to build some bureaucracy buildings. Model Design Council. We could try and build a long range recon. Or we could go with the transport. I don't know whether a medium aircraft is going to be very useful for transport, to be honest. We could perhaps make a level bomber. It's not really fighting anything at the moment. Let's try and make a long-range recon aircraft. So we've got turboprops here. Let's see what we can get. I'm not going to do this for too long because I know it's going to bore you guys to tears. I'm kind of guessing at this, but it'll be an educated guess because I'm getting better at this now. Okay, so this is a bit too slow. It's not going to be able to achieve takeoff. Yeah, so we probably want the bigger engine on that. Let's give it a smaller fuel tank and to see how that goes. Yeah, that's 10 hexes. That's not going to be any good for long range. Give it the... it's going to get more lift if we give it larger wings. The problem is it's then going to have a lot more real weight. But you can... like, this is... you have to play this guessing game, I'm afraid. With this old system. Okay, that's 12 hexes. Yeah, I'm so glad that we don't have to do this anymore in the new version. Blueprint system. This is kind of painful. Okay, gone up to 14 there. It's going to increase the weight. Put a bigger tank on. Okay, that's 20 hexes. That's much better. 241. It doesn't need to be fast. Obviously, if it gets shot down, you know, that you don't want that. So that was a 20 hexes, wasn't it? Let's just try... if dropping the wingspan will do anything. Yeah, 16. So we want to increase the size. Go with large. That will slow it down significantly. We could probably put a smaller fuel tank on it then. Okay, that's 25. So let's decrease the size of the fuel tank. 20. Yeah, let's just go back up to 25. Okay. I bet you don't miss this, do you guys? No, you don't. Okay, 25 hexes, but it can't take off. Let's just go back to the previous model we had. Large wings. 8,000. Go. Okay, 25 hexes. Okay, so this is a big, heavy recon aircraft designed for going long distances. We'll try to speed up our reconnaissance. Operationalization. RPG infantry might be useful later in the game. Let's get that out first, because micro nukes are pretty good. I don't know if we'll need them in this game, but we might want them. Maritime Trading House offering to buy Port Royal population. No.
Aye, aye, sir.
Not a chance. No. Heresy? No.
Roger that.
Industrial points though, that's okay. Not very many credits. Let's have a look at Heresy. I remember them, they don't hate us as much as they did. Actually, their relation's gone to neutral now. Okay, that's interesting. Let's do this. We're not getting very many credits for the industrial points, but this is in Altona, right? Okay, this is still this is still part of Port Royal, the first SHQ. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's going to make them a little bit happier. Heimdall Bryan also want to buy industrial points from Halfway. Yeah, let's do that. And they want to buy it from... oh, they want 4,000 from Boulder. They want to give us 4,000 credits. Yeah, let's do that.
Roger that.
And they're proposing the alliance. No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to keep stringing them along. Now, Altona, does that want to be a higher level city yet? I don't think so. No, not at all. I don't think there's even anything here that they can... Alright, so they could... Yeah, they can only get farming level, community level 3 here anyway. They got the light industry. Bunch of dome farms. Could probably buy one of those dome farms. I don't see how they need... Mind you, they got... maybe. They do actually have a lot of people. They got a lot of private food. Let's buy this oil well. Oh wait, we can't build it. We can't nationalize it because they're upgrading it, which means it's going to be more expensive to buy. Yeah. Oh well, we missed out on that, so we'll end up having to pay more money for it, unfortunately. Anyway, the answer to that question is no. We don't need to do that. Solarian State demands release a spy. Let's have a look at our profile here. Now, autocracy is pushing down on meritocracy. I don't want to go any higher in that, really. Get a relationship increase. Do we want to be friends with these guys? I think we're gonna have to go to war with them. So, I mean, I reckon we're gonna have to go to war with them. Unless Heresy, you know, really do improve relations with us to the point where they're not that greedy. They've got tonnage available. I don't see why we can't get a reasonable transport contract with these guys now. I wonder if we can play a stratagem card to make them like us. Yeah, we got the change of heart. Might be worth it, you know. Problem is these might be dying soon.
Roger that.
Okay, that's got up 21 points. Let's see what they think of us now. Okay, they like us. So it might be worth trying to get the transport contract now, in which case we can then declare war on Cortez Union.
Roger that.
Yeah, let's see what that says. I bet it's still expensive, but we've got money. The thing is, you know, we wouldn't need to get many troops on here. We'd only need the contract really for, well, got Grey Line as well. Grey Line are neutral with us too. They're less greedy too. That's an important thing. They don't have any tonnage available though. That's their problem. Heresy might tonnage modifier. Yeah, so okay. Basically, the Maritime Trading House analyzes the analysis of the global financial liquidity of all major regimes and adjusts its price accordingly. There's a really interesting, you know, trade simulation going on in the background here. By the way, Heimdall Brine have got similar modifiers now to us as Heresy, so I don't see why these guys should be. In fact, they're less greedy as well, so we might actually get better prices. Let's prepare to be surprised here, folks. Yeah, let's accept their offer of the political points. I don't want to raise autocracy too high.
Yes,
I also don't really want to be friends with them either. Okay, look, we've got to get him back in here as well. These crabs again. Try and push them off.
Open fire! Open fire!
Now, of course, if we do manage to be able to get to war with Cortez Union, that means we can kill these anyway. So now, if we're going to do this, we do need. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to go and attack with. Who would it be? We've got the first here. The first are fairly well. Yeah, these guys. We've got some decent models here. We probably need to upgrade whichever group that we're going to send over. We've got the second here. Yeah, the second are also well experienced. Second might be the one, so we don't have to move the first, to be honest. Because moving the first might be a bit of a pain. Oh yeah, we've got some troops as well. Yeah, why are they not getting replacements? Not sure. Is the answer to my own question there.
Roger that.
Yeah, we do need to upgrade these guys anyway. The same with the second. So these don't have machine gunners because these are a light infantry brigade, which will be fine for taking these guys out. In fact, they'll be better than machine guns. So who else have they got attached to them? They got the second light independent tank battalion. Have we got a better model for those yet? Got the Abraham 2. This is a better model. We should upgrade these. So yeah, we could have actually. Yeah, we don't really have the rare metals. Oh, by the way, yeah, I just while I had the turn paused, I was just reading some of the comments, and my buddy Trifler just reminded me. He was like, "Hey, you probably should drop down the machines output of the heavy industry for a bit." Yeah, dead right, mate. I completely agree. Let's drop that down to 25% at the moment because they're not able to push out very many anyway, and then we can get these solar panels up, and then once the solar panels up, we won't have so many of these energy problems. Because look, these guys are not. Yeah, we only paid for 26% of the production costs. Look here. Isn't good. So I mean, it's not really producing many machines anyway. We don't need a whole lot of machines yet. Agriculture is about to go up. We're going to get the solar panel up. So yeah, let's let everything. We're not in a big hurry here. We're not in a big hurry to rush this game finished. I mean, I'd like to get the game finished. Don't get me wrong, and I'm sure you guys would like to see some more action. What I mean is, we're not in a big hurry to. Okay, let's get recycling 3 up here. We're not in a big hurry to kind of rush through the game. There's no pressing matters. Yeah, we'll see what happens next turn. I'm going to save some political points this turn. I'm not going to spend any. And let's get the let's get the oops, sorry folks, just jamming the buttons. Let's get the second up here. Move some of these troops. We'll start moving the second up just in anticipation of moving them over. I mean, we don't need to move them too far at the moment. Those guys should be probably in there anyway. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to end the turn. Oh, that's going to be the end of the episode as well. Wow, that was a... Tell you what, you just don't notice the time when you're playing a game like this. It's really crazy. I can't believe it's half an hour already. Alright folks, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.